Hi, welcome back to SouFLoTV again, everybody. It is your host with the most. A Jamaica Defense Force or JDF officer has been accused of sexual assault, and this is this is kind of weird for me to go through. I myself, I was a soldier for quite some time, but however, I was a soldier in the U.S. Army. Not to say that these things don't happen in the U.S. Army, because they do. You've seen many cases of soldiers going missing, soldiers getting raped on base and complaining, and soldiers dying and being found dead under suspicious circumstances. So these things definitely do happen in the U.S. Army. But the story from the JDF says the JDF confirms a probe of sexual harassment allegations against one of their senior officers. News broke last night. This headline is now in the Gleaner today. Last night, the news broke that a senior officer in the JDF has been accused by over a dozen female soldiers of sexual harassment. Now, it's one thing to say one person said it. It's one thing to say two people said it. It's even one thing to say one, two, or three might have said it. But when you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and I'm hearing that the number is about 16. So when you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, unless there is a huge meeting of women that have conspired to get you in trouble, then there has to be some kind of truth to some of this information that is coming out. So far, the headline says the JDF added that it has a robust sexual harassment prevention policy and treats with any breaches as a zero tolerance matter. Listen, first of all, the JDF is the army. The army, the military, they're always going to do whatever it takes to protect themselves, their image. The image cannot be stained. Therefore, they will throw out whoever they have to throw out. But I've seen in many cases where they have thrown the victim under the bus. Now, in a media release Monday afternoon, the JDF said that preliminary investigations into the matter commenced as soon as the report was received. In other words, then as soon as them was told that, hey, one of your officers, him have about 16, 12, 13, 14 sexual harassment complaints filed against him, they immediately started a deep investigation. Did all of these women complain on the same day? Because if they all showed up and complained on Monday, and then the JDF started the investigation immediately on Monday, then I will say yes, they started immediately. But if record shows that each complaint was filed, say, one last year June, one last year August, one in December, one this year January, one this year March, one this year April, one this year June, and now they are starting to investigate, then that clearly shows that the JDF might not have such a robust sexual harassment prevention program like they're telling to the public. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. The Gleaner reported earlier Monday that more than a dozen female soldiers have now come forward with allegations that they were victims of sexual assault by a high-ranking officer. Okay, I like how they put more than a dozen. More than a dozen could be 13. Is the number way higher than more than a dozen though? Is the number way higher than 13? Why are they not giving the public the real number? Why was it so hard to say? So far, 17 female officers, 16 female officers have reported being sexually assaulted or molested by one particular senior officer. We have 16 reports on file. why is it so hard to report that? They're already being spooky with the information. But okay, that's just me. I prefer transparency. The allegations currently range from rape, full-on rape, to fondling, feel up, and unwanted sexual advances. This is what the sources have disclosed. And again, I'm taking this from an article that was printed in the Jamaica Gleaner today. I'm not making up information. However, the JDF referenced only sexual harassment allegations and gave very little information, noting that matters of this sensitivity and personal nature are thoroughly investigated with due regards for the privacy and protection of the people that are complaining. Many people are saying, I lie them, I tell. They're being iffy with the information because they're protecting the privacy of the person who is being complained against, a senior officer. It's also said no further public comments would be made at this time as the investigations are ongoing. The JDF added that it has a robust sexual harassment prevention policy and treats with any breaches as a zero tolerance. The force has a track record of dealing with disciplinary breaches of any kind where persons are found culpable, it said. Now, if my memory serves me right, wasn't it recently that a young lady complained of being sexually harassed? And when she did so, I think she ended up being referred to Bellevue or put in Bellevue for mental health issues instead. Like they went above and beyond to soil her record, to paint a picture that she would become mentally unstable and she was a soldier that could no longer soldier along. Am I wrong or right? Because I'm sure I remember that. There's an article that says sex assault scandal rattles the JDF. And this one was October 24th, 2022. An unfolding sex scandal was rocked the Jamaica Army. More than a dozen female soldiers reportedly came forward with the allegations that they were victims of sexual assault by a high-ranking officer. The allegations range from rape to fondling and unwanted sexual advances, the sources have disclosed. The name of the accused is being withheld. The funny thing is, the identity of the accused actually was revealed. The identity of the accused was revealed by another vlogger, but because I don't really know, like for instance, if somebody is going to accuse you of something and then plaster your face all over the place and then find out later that it was a lie, then there's usually no way to take back the fact that they plastered your face all over the place with allegations of rape attached to it. Now you will have long-standing repercussions from that. People will walk road and look at you and say, yo, are you the rapist soldier from UPSA? They'll forget that you got cleared of all those charges. And for that reason, I wouldn't snatch the picture of the individual and put the picture over here. But I can tell you where to go find the picture because other people have the man picture up already. So it's not a secret. Everybody knows who he is. It is said that these allegations are the worst in a series of black eyes for the military in recent months. The scandal began unraveling after the first female soldier complained to Army brass, which is top-ranking officers, that she was sexually assaulted by this particular senior officer. Soon after, other soldiers began coming forward with the same complaint. The JDF has not yet responded. And then the article I read to you before was the JDF response. Here may I say, I hope they deal with this properly. And if it so be it that they have to throw a senior officer under the bus, then so be it. But again, this is Jamaica. And I have never seen, listen, I'm closing this video like this. I continue to ask my audience, have you ever seen any top ranking man in Jamaica go to prison and stay there for a lengthy period of time for atrocities they have committed? Nope. Whether it's swindling, company money, robbing out the coffer of the government money, whether it's whatever it is, in cahoots with gunman and badman, money laundering, gun running, drugs, anything. Have you ever seen any of them? Sexual assault, anything, domestic abuse, anything. Even when they're caught on video, they are able to either resign and find a new position somewhere else, or tender their resignation and leave with a big severance package of millions of dollars and go on to live a happy life after, or quickly resign and ride off into the sunset with their money still intact. That's how Jamaica works. None of these people who is high ranking or top brass or anything, whether it's in the military or it's in government, none of them ever end up in prison. So it's going to be interesting to see how this one comes out. And if another report runs that says this person is now being charged, then I will show the face of this individual on my channel. Until then, I won't show it over here. Again, I can tell you where to go find it. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Were you ever a soldier in the JDF? Female soldier? Male soldier? Did you see anything that would make you say, yeah man, a regular thing, it happened? Did it ever happen to you? Talk up. Catch you on the next video with SouFLoTV. I'm out. Peace.